Hello everybody, we're back. As you can see, we have masks now.
Yep.
COVID's a thing, even in Australia, unfortunately.
Yes, and what, we had locked out tonight. 3 days locked out.
We found out after we'd planned our game and after we got into the store.
Yep.
So yeah.
So we're all good. We get one more game before.
But I've got the good vaccine, so I'm good.
I'm getting it on Thursday. I don't know what it is.
The shit vaccine.
The one that will kill me.
Yeah, anyway, so we are going to have a game of 3rd edition. This is going to be the first recording of the 3rd edition game for the channel. I did a couple of Twitter thingies. I think you saw them, didn't you? Kind of doing turn by turn, blow by blow as we learned how to play, but now that I'm confident that I know what I'm doing, I think it's time to record.
Which is a shame because I don't know what I'm doing because it's my first one.
Right.
I've read books.
I will teach you. You've read books. You've got a laminated rule book. Even though they're not out for 4 days.
Can I just say, always look after your office staff. They will look after you.
That's right. The office lady's laminated his rule book for him because he obviously sucks up at work. So, oh look, it's lovely.
It's so silly.
Yeah, it's nice.
It is nice.
So we're going to be playing cities, obviously. Last time we played, I played Skyborn Slayers against your slaves.
Yep.
Skyborn Slayers are no longer a thing because battalions are gone. War Scroll battalions are gone. No.
Dropped them.
Hey, I didn't lose either. So we're going to be playing Hammerhal today with a Lord Celestin on Stardrake, who I think is going to be fun with the new rules. And you're going to be playing Idolators again.
Yep. But with more monsters.
Fucking Be'lakor again.
Yep.
I don't like him. He ruined my protectors last time.
And a Demon Rift.
And a Demon Rift. That's fine. I've only got 3 wizards. What's the worst that could happen?
How many dispels you got?
3.
Huh.
Ha. Ha.
Sick.
That wizard's going to get eaten first.
Yeah.
Alright, so we will come back with armies and that other stuff as well. Alright, so slaves to darkness. We have the general. You see the general? He's got to be the general, doesn't he?
Well, he doesn't have to be the general, but he does if I want to take the fire orator. So he's got the 2 prayers.
So he is the general?
Yeah.
Cool. So he's got the 2 prayers. What are the
prayers?
prayers?
One gives me a bit of. I can throw more dispels out then and still get my prayers off.
Yep.
I wanted the extra wounds, but it takes him to 10, which defeats the purpose.
Yep. He can't be a little dude anymore. Yeah. Yep.
Got 16 Idolators.
16 Iron Golems in 1 unit.
So they are Nurgle, and I have the Marauders rule.
1 unit or 2 units of 9?
1 unit.
1 unit of 18. Yes. So that's 1 of your reinforcement points.
1 of my reinforcement points. My one and only.
Yep. Okay.
I got the Furies. Furies are there for the new stand and shoot.
Yep. What do they do when you stand and shoot?
So
oh, you mean when you charge me?
So if I can get them to charge in first, then they're the closest model.
These guys are chaff.
Yep. Expensive chaff.
Yep.
2 units of Knights with Lancers. Yep. Stock standard.
Yep.
Demon Fire Rift. This is the Mind Stealer Sphinx.
This fire golem here. That's a Mind Stealer Sphinx. So just remember that.
Yeah. He's cool because he's a monster but not a behemoth.
Yep. Old mate on Manticore.
Sorceress Lord, Sorcerer on Manticore, Be'lakor, War Shrine. Karkadrak is also a wizard.
Karkadrak is also a wizard.
He has the amulet of 5+ savies too.
Who does?
The general.
The general has the amulet of destiny.
Yes, because I don't want to lose that command point.
And the Lord on Karkadrak has the arcane tome. All right, and any other? So that you got 1 enhancement, and you've got the prismatic.
2 enhancements.
2 enhancements. Cool. And how much does your list come to?
1995.
1995. So 5-point triumph beard. How confident are you that you'll be beating me? I've already told you what mine is. So not at all. All right, we will come back with my army. All right, so my list is a little bit different as well coming into 3rd edition. So I'll go through the heroes first. We've got the Lord Celestin on Stardrake. So he is the 540-point model, so a quarter of my army. So hopefully he does something. He has the Amulet of Destiny, so a 5+ after save. I've then got a Lord Castellant, who is my general. He has the Blood of the 12 command trait, so reroll 1s to wound for everything wholly within 12 inches of him. And he also has the Arcane Tome to make him a wizard. I've then got a Sorceress, she's just as she is, and then I've got a Battle Mage who is from the realm of Gur, so he gets a +1 to cast and he's got +2 to run and charge. I can't remember what other spells they have. I think he's got the extra -1 to hit. I think he's got the Wings of Fire, so the +1 to run and charge, and I think she's got Wings of Fire as well. I'm pretty sure that's how I did it. It'll be in the list that'll be on the right-hand side when we actually do the video. My battle line, I have a unit of 10 Free Guild Guard, a unit of 10. These are Bleak Swords, just ignore these are Dread Spears. Ignore the swords because my Dread Spears are in the post and will likely be here this week. So when you're taking a unit of 10 for the Sorceress to stab, there's really no point taking Bleak Swords over Dread Spears, so these guys are Dread Spears. These guys are... Oh, your banner's facing the wrong way. Show the beautiful free hand. Oh, well, it's the Hammerhal like icon, so it's beautiful. Good job, Commission Painter. You're a talented man. Another unit. So that's my 3 units of battle line. Swords and boards, and then spears and boards. Over on this side, we have a unit of 3 Demigryph Knights. Do not let the Lancers make you think that they have Lancers. They have halberds. Because you can't give them +1 to wound anymore with battalions and stuff. So they're 3s and 3s instead of 3s and 4s. Because I don't expect that they'll be charging. They're just going to tie stuff up and go to a 2+ armor save because they're a 3+ base. All out defense, good on Demigryph Knights, and they also went down 5 points. So
how many wounds?
4 each. So they just miss out on that 2 wound thing. Hopefully the FAQ changes them to 5 and I'll be happy. A unit of 5 allied in Tree Revenants for jumpy jumpies around the board. Obviously the Gryph-hound comes with the Castellant once he gets deployed. 2 single gyrocopters with steam guns. I might change it from steam guns actually, because nobody's really, they're not that great at Overwatch. I thought they were going to be amazing, but they're not that great. But they are good for just putting cheap crap on the board, and they move 16, so they're alright. And then finally, these boys here, you may think they're protectors. You would be incorrect. These guys are just proxying at the moment for Vindictors. So the new battle line option in the Dominion box and for the Stormcast. So they're the guys that have a 3-up armor save base, and they are 3s and 3s, rend 1 damage, but they do mortals on 6s, which is pretty good. And then all up, my list comes to 1965. And that means that I'll be getting my Triumph, which is +1 to wound, because why wouldn't you take that one unless you're OBR? It's one everyone's going to take because it's good, ludicrously better than the other 2 options. What were they thinking? And yeah, we will come back with the battle plan and deployment. All right, so yeah. We are set up. We are playing Power Struggle, which is one of the new GHB scenarios. Looks like Focal Points, operates very differently to Focal Points. Basically, you only get a point for holding an objective if you hold it for 2 consecutive turns, but you do still control own more than your opponent for 1, and you still get the battle trait for the extra 2 at the end of the turn. So it's basically you just sit on your objective and do nothing until turn 2, it seems. So I've done Free Guild Guard, the Demigryphs and Mage on the left. In the centre I've done the Dread Spears, who are the retinue, with the Castellant, Doggo, the, what's this chick called, Sorceress, and then the 15 Vindictors in the middle with the 2 Gyrocopters behind them. And obviously the Lord Selson on Star Drake there, he is facing the wrong way because he is mooning the opponents. 10 Free Guild Guard on this objective, and then 5 Tree Revs there ready to jump onto another objective somewhere else. Going from left to right, dodgy.
Be'lakor.
We all know what Be'lakor,
yep,
who Be'lakor is.
The unkillable horde of
Iron Golems. Oh, they can give themselves +1 armor save now, can't they? That's shit.
Well, I can get them +2 now. If I need to.
And then they reroll everything.
They're not going anywhere.
Fuckers. War Shrine.
War Shrine, Furies, Sorcerer Lord.
Oh yeah.
Idolator Lord.
Yep.
Sphinx. The aggressive knight.
10 knights in the Karkadrak.
2 units, 5 in the Karkadrak.
So he's kind of loaded this flank, and I've kind of loaded this flank. So it'll be interesting to see what. Yeah, he's going to die. It's fine. He's going to die. It's fine. So this is how it stands. Let me zoom out because
ranked unit.
There we go. Yeah, ranked unit. Congrats. You deployed them in coherency, like you have to in the rules. Cool. So this is what the battlefield looks like at the start of the game. Dodgy, you.
We'll go first.
Are going first, so we'll come back for your turn 1. Dodgy.
Hey.
What did you do?
Rolled a fuck ton of ones.
You did. So let's start. Battle tactic. What did you choose?
I chose Monstrous Takeover.
Cool.
So one of my
did you
monsters
nominate?
needs
Yeah.
Control.
Yep.
Yeah,
So you
the
nominate a
Sphinx.
monster. Which monster are you nominating?
My Sphinx.
Your
Clearly the Light Sealer Sphinx.
Fire elemental. Cool.
Yeah, right side space though.
Right side space.
Right side.
That's always a good start. So then this
Mystic
guy
Shield.
this guy tried to cast a Mystic
First
Shield.
thing I've done in all of third ed.
Yeah.
Fucking
First
miscast.
spell, miscast. Took 3 mortal wounds, saved one of them with his Chaos Rune Shield.
Yeah.
Then the leader
Like
went.
Ryan?
So just a little bit thing with Idolators. The Fiery Orator allows you to cast or pray the same prayer twice and allows you to pray twice instead of once. So we have basically just said until the FAQs come out this weekend that he was able to do the same prayer twice, just for the sake of the game, until we know better. So he cast the reroll wounds on both units of Chaos Knights. Then old mate back here went.
Didn't fail to reach the desired number.
Yeah, tried to cast Dark. What was it? Mask of Darkness.
Mask of Darkness.
Teleporty spell failed.
He prayed, rolled one.
He went for a
Rolled
prayer,
one.
roll of 1, took a mortal wound.
The only good thing, Be'lakor got out the Demon Rift.
So this
Ready to
is
start.
this is close to my army now, but we've got multiple ways to dispel these days, so it's fine. Unfortunately, I can't control it anymore, which would be good to send back at your army. And then, our heroic actions, sorry. So I went extra CP with him and got one, and you went...
Roll a 1.
Yeah, you rolled a 1. So many ones. Because it's important, because you have to use that extra CP that you roll on the model that you roll it with.
Oh.
So it's important.
Is that a fact?
That is a fact. That's how it's worded. I think it's something that a lot of people miss. So this is how the game is at the moment. We'll come back at the end of Dodgy's movement phase. Come back at the end of the movement phase. We forgot Oracular Vision, so that went on the back unit of Knights over there. Because that seems fair. It's fine. Take-backs are fine.
I tried to put them on the front.
Take-backs are fine between friends. So, the Iron Golems ran up to basically just cover that objective there. The War Shrine rolled a 6 and moved up behind them, and then Be'lakor's just hanging out there too. So that's that objective covered. The 6 Furies, 4 of them moved on to the middle objective, so Dodgy will score, take more, or hold more. I'll double check what the actual wording of that is, because you might not actually hold it. So if that changes, we can move them away. I can't remember what the actual specific wording is. And then again, just blocking out the objective over here. So this is a very
4 Knights touching, and then the rest fill that thing.
very cagey game to begin with.
Don't know
what I'm
what to
doing.
do.
Alright, so we will come back at the end of my hero phase turn 1 and we will move the Furies if their rule has changed.
Do you know what?
What?
I actually feel like I've got more in my army now than I did in third ed.
You look like you've got a lot on the table. Slaves got away with murder with the points
Murderous.
changes though. Like Be'lakor went down. What the fuck was that?
That was 40 points.
How much did
Just in those two.
How much did the Manticore guy go down?
He went up 10.
Oh, did he?
He was fair.
This guy went up 40, which also probably seems fair. City's got away with murder as well, but
Yeah.
we're fine with that. Okay, so we will come back at the end of my hero
Middle
phase.
of the year, mate.
Turn 1. End of my hero phase. So my battle tactic was... What was it? 3 things run.
3 things running.
3 things run and finish within 3 inches of each other, which seems fine. So then Be'lakor used his Master of the Dark Arts. Is that what it's called?
Dark Master.
Dark Master Arts Magic on the Star Drake to make him not do stuff.
Denied.
So that's awkward. Then I did my heroic thing to make this guy able to dispel again. He failed with his dispel attempt on the Darkfire Demon Rift, which was there, but it's dispelled now, obviously, because the sorceress did it with hers.
Which is people can discuss. It says that each wizard can attempt to dispel 1 endless spell.
Yeah.
And we are reading that as you can have as many goes as you like with as many wizards, but only once per wizard.
I'll put it on Twitter and see if the playtesters yell at me and see what happens. And then he cast Mystic Shield on the Vindicators, so they're on a 2+ armor save currently. And then this guy went and he put Wild Form on the Demigryph Knights, so they're +2 to run and charge. And that was it. Oh, and he was not allowed to do anything in the hero phase because of the 3+. So, we are going to go into the movement phase. Do you want to roll Dark Master in the middle here?
No, with this dice, it keeps rolling fucking 1s.
Duckmaster. So he can't move, which is really sad. So we'll come back at the end of my movement phase. Alright, so end of my movement phase. We've done a few big movements. These guys went for a 6 for their run because I've got a shitload. I forgot to roll the dice for extra Hammerhal ones and I got 2 extra and I failed my adjutant one. So I've got a lot of command points that I'm not going to spend this turn. So these 3 guys ran within 3 inches of each other. So these 3 units, so they score the battle tactic. He couldn't move, obviously. These guys ran up onto the objective. I think I've got -3, so 12 of those guys on the objective. They have, but they also got lanterns, so they are on a 1-up armor save currently. Effectively, in the actual rules, it's a 2-up, but it's a 1-up because they got +2 to their armor save. These guys moved up. They're going to charge and try to tie them up. This gyrocopter's there to just be a shit and shoot some iron golems. Because do you get to reroll your armor saves in the shooting phase?
Yeah, that's real armor.
I don't know. We'll have a look. These guys stay where they are. He moved up so that he's within range here. Doggo ran over there. Those guys ran into cover. They're within 6 inches vertically, so they're allowed to do that. For those who are going to question whether or not they're allowed to. And these guys did nothing. So we are going to go to the shooting phase. Yeah? Okay. Roll your stupid fucking thing for...
Duckmaster! Motherfucker, yeah, no mortal wounds for you.
Alright, we'll have a look how it reads. I don't know if I can drop things on your head because it's not a shooting attack, so...
You just can't do anything.
We'll come back at the end of the shooting phase. That is the end of the shooting phase. He could do his thing because it's an ability, and Bellacore doesn't say that you can't do an ability, so he's done his thing. Trash model. So he did a mortal wound to the Manticore Lord, and he did 2 mortal wounds to the War Shrine. And then the gyrocopter shot at the iron golems. I think there were, what did we say, 12 were in range?
13 hits, 13 shots.
I did 1 wound, which is great, dice rolling, and then that guy died. So
we both wasted our command points.
Yep, perfect. Well, we've got a shitload of command points, so we may as well waste them. Now we're going to go into the charge phase, and the demigriffs are going to be attempting to charge the iron golems. So, because I like to roll with my right hand. You don't get to stand and shoot, motherfucker. 6 is fine, so they'll go in with a 6.
Can't
What are you going to stand and shoot with?
they? They got shots.
What do they got?
Bowlers.
Who do?
These dudes.
Do they?
Yeah.
They've got ranged weapons.
Yeah, what's your armor?
Oh, fucking hell. Alright, we'll come back at the end.
No, what's the armor?
3 up.
Yeah, fucking no point.
Okay. -1 to hit as well.
Yeah.
We're not going in with the gyrocopter either. So that is going to be it for charges for this turn. And we will come back at the end of the combat phase to see how many nothing everyone did over here. At the end of the combat phase, the demigriffs did too much. So the strategy was that I would go into the edge of them, I would kill a couple, and then I would lock them in combat so they couldn't do anything. Unfortunately, what happened is that they did a lot of wounds. Basically, they killed 5 models, and then Dodgy took them out of combat, basically, because I positioned within range of the guy that was here, and then he died. This guy...
maybe I don't want to be out of combat, because if you get the turn...
Well, you do, because then you can charge me.
Not if you get the turn.
If I get the turn, then I can charge. So you make that call. They're getting Inspiring Presence on them. They had all our defense on them, so they're on a 2-up armor save anyway. God, demigriffs, don't do good stuff, or I might actually have to play you.
Oh, I failed all my armor rolls.
You did fail every single armor roll with a reroll, so...
I think you're safe in thinking they weren't going to do
Yeah, they weren't going to do. They shouldn't have done much. You're going to
will
keep them in, are you?
I will, yeah.
Okay, just in case for the double.
Yeah.
So at the end of this turn, nobody controls any objectives.
I now control over 2 turns. But in my face.
You now control 2, but you don't score any this turn. So I get my battle tactic of them running within 3 inches of each other, so I get a 2. And then nobody controls more at the current point in time because I don't control this one. So we will go to the priority roll. So mine's obviously the golden Hammerhal dice. 5 and 5. You went first. You're going to take it. All right. So we'll come back with slaves to darkness, slaves to darkness, slaves of darkness.
Slaves the darkness.
They were the bitches of darkness. Turn 2.
Of darkness.
What did we do? We prayed on the iron golems. They get, what do they get?
And they've got a Oracular the second unit.
Yeah.
The iron golem's got the 3+ +1 armor save, reroll wounds.
Yep. From the shrine. Bellacore tried to cast some stuff and failed.
Demonic.
And I unbound the other one.
The Rave Enfeeblement.
Yep.
He tried to cast Chaos Winds.
I unbound that.
You dispelled that. He got his double prayer off. He cast...
And I dispelled it.
Arcane Shield
Mystic Shield.
Mystic Shield, and very low, and you fail defend. Get rid of it.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, the Darkfire Demon Rift, that was the other one that I dispelled from Be'lakor.
Yeah.
Cool. And then you got off your 2 prayers on 2 different units.
Visions on this unit.
Oracular Visions on the back.
Chaos on that one.
Your battle trait for this turn is take an objective, and you've chosen this one here. And that's it for the hero phase. So we'll come back at the end of...
Shooting.
No movement. You got to move first.
No, I'll move, yeah, I'll do that.
Alright, we'll be back. Movement phase is over. We did the shooting phase as well. We'll come back to that. These guys have pushed up quite aggressively to try and take this objective off my poor Free Guild guard. So you're going to need some good charge rolls over here for a couple of them. But everything's basically pushing this way, and then everything's kind of pushed over this way as well. These guys are within 3 inches of the gyrocopter. These guys are within 3 inches of the gyrocopter. These guys threw their bowlers... They're what?
They're engaged.
Oh, they're engaged. Sorry, they didn't do anything. They threw their bowlers at the demigryphs and got 2 wounds, and I failed 2 armor saves, so 2 wounds on the demigryphs. I don't expect them to survive anyway, but hopefully they do. And that's basically it. So Dodgy split his force into kind of 2 flanks. I'm very heavily in the centre. So we'll come back at the end of the... Well, let's do some charges now, shall we?
Yep.
Where's your dice tray? All right, so...
Be'lakor.
Gets in. Warshrine.
Slingshot a little bit.
Is the Warshrine charging?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's in. They've already charged. Well, they're already within 3 inches, so they can't do anything.
Yep.
The birds, Furies. They are definitely in as well. It's all right. You can place them later. Let's do the important charges. So over here, you have. Let's move that out of the way. You can put it there. So these guys, they're probably going to need like a 3 or a 4, so they're probably fine.
Oh.
7, so they're fine. The back guys, so we've got to move these guys first because where they end up is important. So you can end within half an inch here, or you can end within half an inch there, basically.
Going all the way around.
Yeah, so you can go there. So basically the 2 guys can go in there. Sweet, so now you've got 5 on that objective.
Sweet, 2-inch lances.
Oh, last guy is left out in the cold. That's fine.
I'll be able to.
All right, now these guys might not be able to get within half an inch, but roll anyway to see what the see what you roll.
Well, the intention is they weren't going to, but if I can.
Yeah, no, they're not even in a straight line.
Mate.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I don't even know if my base can fit.
No.
You set up this train before I got here. I feel calling shenanigans.
I also chose this side because I won the roll off.
Yeah.
And that's it over there. Is that it for charges?
That is it for charges.
All right, you're gonna have to kill a lot of Free Guild Guard that are going all out defense.
I'm going all out attack, so I'll be hitting on 2s.
Yeah, I thought so. All right, so we will come back at the end of the combat phase and see what happens. All right, so end of the combat phase, demigryphs died. Be'lakor basically just sorted them off. The gyrocopter took 2 wounds from the Furies and did 1 wound in return. The gyrocopters also did 1 wound. The demigryph champion also did 1 wound to the, what's that guy called? Warshrine. Over this side, there are still a lot of Free Guild Guard alive. So he went in with lancers, could only get lancers and 1 horse in, because he thought he'd go all out attack so he could make them 2-ups to hit. That's not how how the rules work anymore. So 3s and 3s, ran 2 damage. So I passed he did 4 wounds. I passed 3 of my armor saves on +2 because they're all out defense and in cover. So they stayed on their base 4-ups, and I saved 3 out of 4. So I took 2 damage. 2 guys died. And that's it. They fought back, did nothing. I've still got 9 on the objective. So I keep it. So, interestingly, you score 1 for that bit of, what's that thing? Objective. You score 2 for that objective. You do not hold more than me because you failed to get this one. And you did not complete your battle trait. So you get 2 and go to 4.
So that's the average roll.
That's the average roll?
And they would have been double, 3 wounds each.
Why were they 3?
Because I roll 6s.
Oh, okay. That's the average, guys. That's not what Dodgy rolled.
Not what I rolled.
It's unfortunate. And now this guy's going to get to eat some Chaos Knights. So we'll come back at the end of my hero phase, turn 2. Phase is over. This little champion here got off wild form on the Star Drake so he can charge and do shit. This guy here lanterned the Star Drake. This guy here cast Mystical Shield on these nerds here. This chick stabbed a dude and then tried to do Word of Pain on them and failed, which is very sad. And then, sorry, my battle tactic is monster takes an objective. Whatever that one is. Monstrous takeover, was that what it was?
What are you taking over?
This one.
You've already got that objective.
No, I know.
You can't take it over again.
Fuck.
I was very inefficient.
I'll have to choose a different one then.
I was horribly inefficient.
Horribly inefficient. I don't know, I'll choose a different one then. I think, destroy battle line. Are they battle line?
They are battle line.
Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. I'll choose it after we've recorded. Basically, all my stuff got off except for Word of Pain. And that was it, wasn't it?
Yep.
So that's it. He's Lanterns. He's on a 2-up armor save, re-rolling ones. And if I re-roll into a success, then you take mortal wounds, which seems good. Seems real good. I think Monstrous Takeover is just a monster is on an objective. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, so I'll double check. If not, I'll just do kill battle line and I'll eat these fuckers.
In the title,
eat these fuckers.
Really sounds like he has to take
Conquestors take back. That's the take back one. So yes, and you did you healed the Manticore for the wound that I'd done to him, and I tried to get an extra CP and failed. So we will come back at the end of my movement phase where Stormcast will be on a different side of the table. I think we'll come back killing everything. To movement phase. So we'll go left to right. These guys shifted over a little bit to stay further away from Be'lakor.
Not far enough.
These guys moved there 5 inches to the left. These guys moved up to form a screen from Be'lakor just in case he wants to try and fuck around over here. And all these guys are within the terrain piece and buffing each other and stuff. Star Drake went over here with this +2 to run and charge. And then the gyrocopter flew over, dropped 2 bombs, did 2 mortal wounds, and the rune shield saved them all. And these guys retreated out of combat. So, and you didn't go anywhere. You should still be in the zone. Stay in the zone, dog. We are going to go to the shooting phase where this guy's going to shoot. Oh, and the gyrocopter retreated as well. He flew all the way over there. So this guy's going to shoot at the knights. This guy's going to shoot at whatever else, and then we're going to go to some charges. So we'll be back. Oh, and you used redeploy on the iron golems and rolled a 1.
Yes, solid.
Good use of a command point. So we'll be back at the end of the shooting phase. It was nice and easy. I rolled a 1 for his star dropping thing. He did 2 wounds to the war shrine. How many's he got left, Dodge?
He has 6 left.
Ooh, we're going to get him by the end of the game. It's only turn 2. Alright, so we're going to do some charges. So we're just going to roll with the, not protectors, what are they now?
The new dudes.
The Vindictors, that's what they are. So we're just going to roll, see what they get. That's a double 1. May as well re-roll that because it's my turn. Double 6. It's an 8.
Oh,
so
safe.
I'm going to go into those dickheads anyway, so that's fine. Birdos.
Yeah.
And then we need the Star Drake to do something. Yeah, he's fine. He gets +2, so he gets a 9.
So he's out. That's all right.
Out of what?
The wizard.
I was never going there.
You could have.
I'm going to eat these guys.
I think if you got the wizard would be the guy you go for.
Nah, it's fine. The wizard's useless. The Star Drake doesn't kill individual models. He kills units. So Star Drake's going in there, these guys are going in there, and we'll come back at the end of the combat phase and see what's dead. Alright, end of Hammerhal, turn 2. Let's zoom out again so I can actually get all the models in. So, end of the combat phase, the Star Drake went in and ate 2, well the horses, the knights hit and did 1 wound to my gyrocopter first, and then he ate 2 knights and broke coherency, so they were going to have 1 left at the end of the turn anyway. But then he went mad with power and whacked and ate the other 3 knights. So he removed that unit of battle line, which I wish that was my objective because then I would have scored an extra 1, but I didn't. So monstrous takeover, I get that. Over this side, they killed 5 Furies, leaving 1 alive on 1 wound. Really, really fucking annoying. And basically, yeah, that's where it is. So I'm going to score 1 for this objective because I've held it for 2 consecutive turns. 2 for this objective because I've held it for 2 consecutive turns, and then 3 for that objective. Oh, sorry, I'm going to score 1. 1 for holding 1, 1 for holding 2, 1 for holding more, so that's 3, and then I get my battle trait for 5. So I go to 7. To your 4.
4.
Seems good.
Seems
All right.
Good for you.
Priority. I get a 1, you get a 5. Would you like to take it? I get to remove 1 of the objectives just if you give me second, just an FYI.
Yep, I'll take it.
Yep, don't forget. All right, we will come back at the end of Slaves turn 3. Turn 3, hero phase. Let's go left to right. Be'lakor attempted to cast Darkfire Demon Rift and got dispelled.
Rolled real low.
He then cast
Raven Feeblement.
Raven Feeblement, -1 to wound on the Vindictors. The War Shrine then
+1 armor.
did +1 armor save on the Iron Golems.
Rerolls.
He'll be dead eventually. And then nothing really happened over this side. You did reroll wounds on the Manticore and on the Knights.
No, I did the Winds of Chaos.
Winds of Chaos dispelled. No, I'm saying the prayer. You did the Mark of Nurgle thing, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Reroll wounds. And I presume that Oracular's going on these Knights. Yep, maybe do that. And I dispelled the other 2 spells coming from this side because they were -1 to cast from the Star Drake, and I'm +1 to unbind because I'm on Arcane. And then we figured out that I cheated earlier with the Free Guild Guard. Their ability isn't that they have a 4-up armor save, it's that you add 1 to their armor saves if they have sword and board, so I killed off another 4 of them. So there's only 4 of them left, basically. And that's basically it at the end of the hero phase. So, your battle trait.
Try to kill a battle line.
Or battle, no, not battle trait. What is it? Battle
tactic
is kill a battle line, and you have nominated these 10 Free Guild Guard, these brave Free Guild Guard, who are going to get killed by Be'lakor probably. And then, yeah, that's it.
No doubt I'll leave one alive.
And I got a free command ability on the Star Drake, you got a free command ability on the Orator dude, on the General. So that's it. We'll come back at the end. Oh, and I got rid of that objective, because I'm going 3rd and Tectonic Shift removed it, which seems good for me. So we'll come back at the end of the movement phase and probably shooting phase, because it's literally these guys that shoot and that's it. Slave to Darkness, turn 3, movement phase. Oh look, there's a Be'lakor up in my grill. That seems bad. Everything else kind of moved up. This guy is damaged, but he's going to try and fight my gyrocopter and will probably win. These guys got a CP to auto-run 6 inches and get 7 guys onto the objective. And then Dodgy realised that he didn't actually need to put that many models on the objective because he's just going to charge me. So all of this stuff that was here has swung over here and is going to be going for my Vindictors, unfortunately. And then we've got a Mindstealer Spheranx over here who's going to try and cause some mischief. So, charges. Don't roll a double one with Be'lakor. 6, cool, he's in. Don't move him yet, we'll just do other stuff. So, do the War Shrine.
War Shrine.
6, so he's in. Now over here, what's charging?
The Knights of Chaos.
Knights first, they need a 7. We've pre-measured this. They get a 6. Would you like to re-roll
that? Chaos, which is a re-roll.
Okay. That is an 11, so they're definitely in.
That's definitely good.
And then the Manticore, I presume.
Manticore's going to go in.
Just roll anyway, even if he's not going to go in with an 8.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, we will come back at the end of the combat phase when we see what everything is done.
Oh, and the Sphinx.
And the Sphinx? Oh, he's going to have a go.
He's going to try to get around the corner. 7.
Props not.
3.
Props not. With his base size. We'll come back. We'll come back at the end of the combat phase. Free Guild Guard are dead. That's a shame. So, that's a shame. You killed, so the Knights killed 2 Vindictors. They did all-out defense. They passed their thing. Oh, he did all-out attack as well. He passed their bravery test, battle shock test. I killed 2 of your Knights. Do you need to take a bravery test? Battle shock test?
I probably do. Their leadership 7 goes to 8 for the banner.
Then they're fine because I only killed 2. And I did 1 wound to the Manticore. You do obviously get this objective because I only had 7 guys on it. You've now got a lot of guys on it. But you will score 1 for holding 1. And you killed a guy here, but they're immune to battle shock, so they're fine. And I still hold this. So you will score 1 for hold 1, and you will score 2, 3 for achieving your battle tactic. So you will go to 7. So at the end of top of turn 3, 3. Cool. It is 7 to 7. You have no more command points left.
Well, now.
You will now. Once we go into my turn. Yeah. And we really need to remove Be'lakor, so we'll see what we can do in the centre here.
Nothing, he's safe. I kept him.
He gone da.
I kept him safe as houses, mate.
Alright, so we will come back at the end of the Cities of Sigmar turn 3 hero
big
phase.
Fight.
What big fight? Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah. Well, I don't
now
care.
That it's on camera,
I don't care what happens there.
2, neg 1.
2, neg 1, 5 ups.
Dead.
That counts as safe.
Yeah, 2.
Yeah. Second gyrocopter's dead. Yeah, sure. Whatever you want. Alright, we'll come back at the end of hero. Cities of Sigmar hero phase, turn 3. Right, so end of the hero phase, we've obviously done. The battle tactic is destroy a battle line, which is going to be these 3 knights here. Then we went, they deserve it. Then the Star Drake went their finest hour, so he's +1 to wound and +1 armor save for this turn. Then over here, he casts... What did he cast? Oh no, she stabbed the dude and went Word of Pain on him and got it off and did 3 mortal wounds, which is good. He cast Mystic Shield and failed, which is very sad times. And then he went...
come on, pass.
He went...
It.
Yeah, you dispelled it. He went Arcane Bolt, and he's just going to unleash it on someone after this in the next phase. So... that's it for the hero phase. What was your heroic thing again?
Same to you.
Oh yeah, you went on the Manticore, didn't you? So he did his finest hour on the Manticore, which seems like a solid choice. So we will come back at the end of the movement and shooting phase, because there's not a lot of shooting left. So movement and shooting phase. These guys all retreated back. They're all staying within an inch of the terrain, and they've got the blocking there. They're the retinue as well, so if he does any wounds to the Castellan, he does shit there. The Castellan also lanterned these guys. He's moved up there. The Gyrocopter has moved up there. He just did some shots and killed 2 more Iron Golems, which is good. We're gradually wearing them down. These guys retreated out of combat. These guys moved up within 3 inches to do a charge. And the Star Drake hit 5 targets, did 3 to Be'lakor, 1 to the War Shrine, didn't hit the Manticore, did 3 to him and 2 to him.
So he saved 1.
He saved 1, 2 to him, 2 to him. So quite a good rain of stars this turn. So now, Young Dodge will be doing some charges.
Don't roll a double 1 here.
The Star Drake will be going in. There you got a whatever that is.
5.
5, yeah, that's probably enough. The Tree Rivers will be going in. They get in with a 6. Next to them. These guys aren't charging. The Gyrocopter is probably not going to charge either. So that's going to be it for this turn, because nothing else is charging. So we'll come back at the end of the charge phase. Combat phase. Smiling under the mask. Right, so end of the turn. The Star Drake ate the battle line unit. These guys did nothing to anyone else, so it was a bit useless. This guy didn't do anything. He's still standing there. He's taken a few extra wounds.
Half of them.
Half of them. But over here, I did 3 wounds. You killed 3 guys. I did Inspiring Presence on those guys. So nothing happened over there either. So I control 2, 1, 2. You control 2, 1, 2, because this is the second consecutive turn. So I don't control more. So I get 1 for controlling this one. I've held that one for 2 turns. No, I haven't held that one for 2 turns. No. Have I taken it back yet?
I'm 9.
Because I piled in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, yeah.
Yeah, so I've taken it back.
Yep.
So...
But you haven't held it.
But I haven't held it, so I get 1 for holding that, and then I get 2, 3 for achieving my battle trait, and I get 1 extra because I achieved it with a monster. So I get 4 and go to 11 to 7 at the end of battle round 3. So roll for priority in your booklet. All right, there you go.
Yeah.
Get to go again. Yeah, I thought you might. Bellacor's going to go and eat some wizards.
Hopefully get a spell off. You can stop fucking now. You've lost your arcane. Or have you lost your arcane?
No, they're all still there. So we'll come back at the end of turn 4 for Slaves to Darkness. Also, these guys are in a line. I just thought I'd point this out to everyone because they're on 25 mil bases. They can technically be in a straight line and still be within 1 inch of 2 other models. It's great. It's great. Working as intended. To Darkness, turn 4, you have chosen the Conquer battle trait. Is that right?
Yep.
You're going to take this one away from me because I only have 4 models on it, and
he's a monster.
The Spheranx is a monster and is worth 5, so he's going to retreat and take it. I don't know if you get an extra point for that. You probably don't. We'll double check that. Over here, you cast Winds of Chaos on the Vindictors.
I had a much better dice roll like casting, but you did the -1 to me and the +1 to your arcane power undid all of it except for 2.
But you did 4 mortal wounds, so you killed 2 guys. You did 4.
I did 4.
You cast Mystic Shield on that guy because he's out of Unbind range.
Yeah, he's tanking.
And then he got dispelled on his Darkfire Demon. No, he didn't even cast a Darkfire Demon Rift, so...
Nope, because of the neg one.
So that's it for the hero phase. I went with, what did I go with? I didn't go extra CP, I did something. Oh, I went extra Dispel because you had 4 casts and I had 4 Dispels. And you went with, what did you go with? For your heroic action.
I healed him.
Oh, you healed Be'lakor, that's right. You healed 3 off Be'lakor.
That was more than a 1.
Yeah.
I was proud.
So that's good. So I'll come back at the end of the movement and shooting phase of turn 4. Slaves, turn 4 movement phase. And we've done hero phase, haven't we? Maybe. Yeah. Be'lakor moved up. This guy retreated onto the objective, taking it from those guys. I redeployed as a result of Be'lakor coming over here and walked into cover. The bowlers killed fucking one more Vindictor, which is really annoying. That guy retreated over there. This guy got all the buffs, and he's gonna come play with my Star Drake. So that'll be interesting. Now we're gonna do some charges. So that guy first.
Yeah.
He's got 7. He's
charge into both and keep cover.
Yeah, cool.
I don't get cover.
You don't get cover when you charge.
But I'm there.
Cool. And Be'lakor, I presume, is the only other one charging?
You presume probably very correctly, because I'm pissed off. Oh,
9.
big roll.
So we'll see where he ends up, and we'll come back at the end of it. He probably can't make it around.
I can definitely make it over.
Don't think he can make it
That's
over.
the back of the base.
That's a
fucking easy,
that's
man.
a creative 9.
It's
yeah,
not.
he can make it there. That's fine.
I'm finding everyone.
Yeah.
It's probably a bad choice, but hey.
Ugh, he's -1 to hit, so that's enough.
Oh, that's right.
Alright, so we will come back at the end of the combat phase. He's obviously got an end, he can do some monstrous stuff. And I'm going to do some monstrous stuff as well. So we'll come back at the end of the combat phase. So end of the turn. Be'lakor killed my poor sorceress.
Failed to kill the others.
Failed to kill the others, and then they did 5 wounds back to him. So he's got 5 left, which seems pretty good. The Star Drake ate some Iron Golems. They'll need a Battle Shock test.
Yeah, well. I ate 2.
I ate 2.
2 models out of 8.
Yeah.
No,
didn't I kill a couple more? No, I did 4. Oh no, because I only did 2. 2 and 8, so they're fine. Yeah, because you just put them on the Ogre. And then over here, he did nothing to the Star Drake.
I didn't attack the Star Drake. I killed him.
Oh, that's right, you killed the Gyrocopter. Sorry, everything went into the Gyrocopter. So at the end of this turn, you have this one, you have that one. So you have more than me because you capture this one and I have 1. So you score 1 for that, 1 for having 1, 1 for having 2, 1 for having more, and your battle trait was, what was your battle trait?
The sneaky
Take that one, the monstrous takeover. So you get 5. Woo! So at the end of the turn, it is 12 to 11. At the end of the top of round 4. So now it will be the Cities of Sigmar.
It's a weird game.
It is a weird game.
It's a different game. It's fun.
Completely different game. All right, we'll come back at the end of this turn. All right, so hero phase. Be'lakor tried to heal and failed. Woo! So he's still got 6 wounds left, 5 wounds left. Old mate here got an arcane bolt off. He's going to release it at the start of the movement phase to do 2 more mortal wounds to Be'lakor. I tried to heal the mage, but he failed. Then I cast arcane bolt, obviously, and then he casts -1 to hit. I can't remember what it's called, but it's in the lore of Hammerhal. Something. It does something. And that's where we're at the moment. So nothing else happened in the hero phase. So we'll come back at the end of my movement and shooting phase. So pretty uneventful movement phase. These guys moved over 5. These guys teleported over here. These guys stayed in combat. The wizard ran away. These guys didn't move because they didn't want to trigger a redeploy. And then over here, he did Rain of Stars. Did 1 more mortal wound to Be'lakor. Who was the target of my Bring It Down, so he'd better bloody die. And then, yeah, that's it. So we're going to go with some charges. So they're not protectors now. What are they called now? Vindictors. Vindictors are going to charge.
Double 1!
They will re-roll that.
Do it again. Do it for the crowd.
Don't do it for the crowd. That's an 8, they're fine. Nothing else is going to charge, so it's just going to be the Vindictors going in on an 8. And then we'll come back at the end of that. So fun. 1 wound left. So I put 8 wounds onto Be'lakor, and he passed every fucking save. So I did 1 mortal wound with a Vindictor, and that was it.
To be fair, I haven't made any other saves this game. I saved them all up.
Yeah, but that was my objective. I needed to do 3 wounds to him, and he's still fucking alive. Ah! So I get control of that back. I don't have control of this, I have control of that. So I've got control 1 for 1.
And that's it. Control?
Yeah.
Oh,
I've got a duty. Oh, and the Star Drake ate some Iron Golems.
Broke.
So yeah, so I control 1. So I get 1.
Oh, now it's interesting.
12 all at the end of turn 4. Like one more wound and I'm ahead of you by 2. That's ridiculous. Fuck you, Be'lakor.
Love you, Belly.
No, fuck your dice, actually. Be'lakor's fine. You just
say,
passed 4 more than you should have.
A fucking roll all game.
Alright, so we're going into priority for turn 5. I would like this, please. Thank you very much. I'll take priority.
You're falling into my gun.
Turn 5, we'll come back because I'll hold this one now. So potentially, yeah, that dickhead there. All right, we'll come back at the end of my hero phase. Turn 5.
His tail. Stay here.
Don't die. All right, Bellacor's dead. I lanterned him in the face. Just one mortal. Actually, it's D3 mortal when she's a demon, but it's fine. It did the one that I needed it to. The turn.
It was a D3, and you didn't use it.
No, yeah. Okay. I only need to roll one. I should have done it last turn. It's fine. Bellacor's dead. These guys are still locked in combat with this dickhead.
It's their finest hour.
He's still locked into combat there as well. And then stuff's happening over here. So my objective that I've gone for is conquer. So I need to take it back, and I'm going to try and take this one back, which should hopefully be easy. Question mark. We should be able to run guys onto it. Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, can you retreat that far?
No, because they only move 5 and they retreat. So yeah,
maybe
it's probably not enough. I need to get onto it. I need to kill this thing. So we will come back. Oh, I get an extra victory point because I killed a monster. Sweet, that'll do for that turn. We'll come back at the end of my shooting phase for some charges. End of the movement phase. He moved there. He obviously can't redeploy because he's not a leader. These guys retreated out of combat to stay there. These guys moved into the centre to stop any teleporting shenanigans.
Why can they redeploy?
You have to issue a command. That's right. He retreated out of combat onto that objective, so we'll take it from them. He won't count as scoring at this turn, but you have to take it back off me basically to get any victory points. And that is going to be it, I think.
Yep. Charges
over here.
You can do it on camera?
Yeah, we'll do it on camera. Actually, these guys want to be like that for my secondary. Yeah, let's do it on camera. He's got a +2 because he's got wild form on him. So that's a 7, so he'll be in. So we'll charge him in. Hopefully he'll be able to do something. He probably won't. And why not? We'll send the Free Guild Guard in as well, because why not at this stage? They get 4, they get +1 for charging, so they're a 5, so they'll be in. So that'll be it. So those 2 units will be in, and we will come back at the end of the combat phase, turn 5. Right. So at the end of my turn 5, I did 2 wounds there, so not enough. And that's it. So I cap all the objectives. I take this one back, so I get 2 for my secondary to go to 14. I have 1 for that, and I have 1 because I've kept control for it to go to 16. Because that's 2 turns that I've controlled that one.
They left that one though. They came off.
No, they retreated. They were still on it. I still control it because the monster was on it.
He's not on.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but I still control it because I've got these guys on it now. I still control it 2 turns.
Right.
Yeah. Cool. So that's it. It is Slaves to Darkness turn 5 now, and then it'll be the end of the game.
Shell.
We come back at the end of turn. Oh, actually. Yeah, I'm on 17, but you get 6, so it doesn't matter. Because I killed Be'lakor, I forgot about him. And I didn't kill that, and so you retreat that out of combat, and he doesn't die, so I don't get a point. Basically, we've just said that that's game, because my secondary is control more terrain pieces. And I've got 1, 2, 3. And Dodgy's got 1 over there, 2 for this one here. We have to check the rules, but he pretty much has 4. So he's got 1 there, 2 there, 3 there, 4 there.
And 5.
Potentially 5. I don't know if I'm not allowed to have things within the distance of it. We have to find that. But basically that means that at the end of the game, so you don't score any points this turn.
Well, we didn't bother working it.
No. Your secondary was, you probably...
Battle line.
Probably what?
1 dude.
No, so your tertiary, but I'm saying your battle tactic for this turn was
we did
something.
Probably,
something. So I think you would have gone to 14 for the battle tactic, because you probably could have gotten that maybe. And then you would have gotten to 17 for scoring your one, because you had a single battle line dickhead left. So that draws us, but then because you deny me my secondary... oh no, that's how it works. It's a draw.
Oh, it's a draw again.
Yes, it's a draw.
Fucking draws.
So the only way that it's not a draw basically is if you retreat him out of combat and I can't kill him. Well, if I can't kill him because you can't retreat him. So let's do this on camera, because that's all it comes down to.
Oh, what are you doing? Trying to kill
if I kill a monster, then I get 1 extra victory point.
25 points.
Well, can I? That's the question. So,
all right.
We're going to go.
Pick a number. I'm using the Sphinx's ability on your choppy dude.
Choppy dude? All right, I'm going to choose.
The little dudes.
I'm going to choose the number 2.
Yeah, that'd be our last.
Right, so little dudes are fighting last. So we're going to go with my 1 victory point that I have, and you've got a shitload, but doesn't matter. I'm going to go all out attack on the the Lord Castellan.
Well, if we're going to do that, then clearly I do this, and then I charge to get within range to spend my all outs.
Sure.
And do the 4
So all out defense, so he goes to 4 up. Okay, but then you don't get that terrain piece.
I don't need it. I've still got 4.
Okay, sure.
All right, into the little dudes. She's hit twice. Come on, kitty. She's wounded once. She's consistent.
On friend?
-1.
Nah, 1 dude's dead.
And punchy fists. Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. Then we have the all-out attack Castellan. +2 to hit, +1 to hit. So I'm hitting on 2s. All of them hit. Wounding on 3s on the Mind Stealer Sphinx. 1 wound. I can't kill you. That's game.
Done.
You fail anyway. It goes to 7. Doesn't matter.
Yep.
Good game, Dodge. It's a draw.
Crazy game. It's great.
It's another fucking draw.
Another draw. Woo! Equally as good as these ones.
Alright, so real weird. I felt that because of the scoring requirements of that, it's very...
We need to check it to make
it's
sure,
a bit retarded. Honestly, it's a bit retarded. I don't know if I like this scenario purely because of how you score objectives.
If anyone has any insight on that...
I don't think anyone has any insight. No one has the GHB yet except for Facehammer because they like to lick a boot or 2.
So you can't just take back an objective and score it.
You can take it back, but you can't score it. So you control...
So then you have to take it...
And then hold it for 2 turns, yeah.
And then score it again.
Yeah, that's right.
And
that's crazy.
Turns and stuff.
Yeah. And even though I denied you that one, that it was just Be'lakor not dying. Because if I have 2 more points, I win. Like that was it. It's just fucking Be'lakor. Bane of my existence. Bane of my existence. This dickhead.
Well, you want to see my bane of my existence?
He went down points. Oh, how good's this guy?
How good's that guy?
How good's that guy?
I don't know. He killed knights and that was about it.
Yeah, he made his points back. He killed 2 units of knights and 8 to mine golems. Didn't need enough. Didn't need enough, obviously.
So you got 340.
Yeah.
So he's 200 shy.
Yeah, he's alright. He just didn't die.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like this list. So yeah, it was a good game.
I liked my list too, and I think the biggest was Arcane. The Arcane terrain.
There are tiebreakers. We'll have a look at what the actual tiebreakers are, because I think you potentially, I think they go secondaries and then tertiaries, and I think we both got the same amount of secondaries. So
yeah,
you probably win on most battle tactics. You split the draw, I think, so you'd get a minor victory.
Yeah,
I think that's how it works these days. I'll do a wash up and say how it works. But thank you for the game, Dodgy.
Thank you.
Let's go into lockdown for 3 days. Woo! Yay!